A lot of grins on there, and let's see if we'll see the same again in this women's eights race.
Hot favourites for this event, New Zealand and Romania over in lanes 5 and 6. But in the middle of the course, the United States of America, who've been so dominant for the past 11 years, winning every World Championship or Olympic gold medal since 2006.
So in lane 1, the crew from Netherlands, 5 Olympians from Rio. They did double up yesterday and rode in the Coxless 4. They're joined by 3 under-23s who won gold in a Coxless 4 in Plovdiv just a month or so ago. Alongside them, the crew from Great Britain. Great Britain did get the silver medal at the Rio Olympics, but only one returner from that boat. That's Karen Bennett in the 7th seat, trying to share her wisdom with the rest of the crew. And then the favourites, with the home crowd at least, from the United States. 2 rowers in the Cox did collect gold medals in Rio, but apart from that, it's a new crew, and they haven't been dominant in 2017. This Canadian crew has 5 returners from the Olympics, including Christine Roper in the centre of the boat. Their Cox picked up a bronze medal at the Paralympics in Rio. New Zealanders here on 5. 1 in Poznan, beating the United States. Speaking of Coxes, they have a male Cox. Sam Bosworth will be steering them and calling the race. And then the Romanians over here on lane 6. Won their heat in impressive style. Also winning the European Championships and Lucerne. We saw a fantastic Romanian women's lightweight double win yesterday. And that's what this crew will be looking to do.
And we're away in the last race of this World Championships in Romania. Wow, look, already almost taking a canvas in just the first few strokes, and it's great to see a resurgence in Romanian women's sweep rowing particularly. They won a fantastic gold medal in their lightweight women's double scull yesterday, but the Romanian women's 8 was so strong for so long, and great to see them back here.
Yeah, they posted the quickest time, Sarah, through the 500-metre mark and through the halfway point to win their heat and go straight through to this final. We haven't seen them since the first day of the regatta, and normally the Romanians double up in 8 and pair. This time the coach has decided focus on the 8, win the gold medal.
We have a look at the British crew, who also got a good start up into 2nd place. I think the American crew will be disappointed back in lane 3 to find themselves in 5th position after 250 metres and have to start to establish a really nice rhythm if they're going to keep with the New Zealanders alongside them. All power, all aggression, which is what you need in this women's 8. It's a bit of a drag race, this one.
Yeah, the New Zealanders have really got to hope that they can hang on to the fast-starting Romanians and use their advantage, their endurance advantage, the experience of Rebecca Scowen in the 6th seat over the second half of the course, in the last quarter particularly.
And when I say drag race, I mean you need to get the boat up to speed, and once you get up to speed as quickly as you can, you then just kind of maintain that speed. There's not a lot of room for big moves. Half a length of an 8 is an awfully big distance, and that's what the Romanians have on everyone except the British.
It's a great rope by the British to get themselves through in 2nd place in this at this 500-metre marker, but it is the Romanian crew currently in the lead, but we expect to see a charge come from the Kiwis as we get into the 2nd and 3rd quarters of the race.
Lara Prayer, the 23-year-old stroke of the Romanian crew. She's not the youngest. Juliana Polper back in the 4th seat, just 21 years of age. There you see the blades of the British crew. They are fast starters. They're going to have to really work for dear life. In the 6th seat of the British boat, you can see there Catherine Douglas, Karen Bennett at 7, and then the stroke from Northern Ireland, Rebecca Shorten, 23 years of age, just setting a super rhythm.
And we saw the British race very bravely in Poznan earlier in the year, and they went out hard like this. They took it on and they were able to hang on. That was in a stronger tailwind set of conditions. The New Zealanders on that day came through, and that's what they're looking to do now.
Yeah, here come the Kiwis. We can see that black boat ominous in lane 5 as they're pulling in the Romanians and the British with every stroke. This will be an incredible result if the Kiwi women win the women's 8. Is it the first time in history that this would have happened, Martin?
Yeah, sensational for the Kiwi programme. There's the Romanians. They're battling to make sure this doesn't happen. We normally see this woman, the stroke woman Lara Prayer, with her partner in the pair, Madalena Berish, back in the 5 seat. She's decided to focus just on the 8, Danielle Drutsia, the Romanian Cox on the left of your picture, just calling out the rhythm.
Here we see the crews coming through the 1,000-metre mark. Here's me saying a half a length is decisive. Now we're seeing the race actually all tightening up through 1,000 as those crews that followed are now catching up.
Ashley Rowe, 25 years of age, the red-headed bowwoman of the Kiwis, and you've got another redhead in the stroke seat, Emma Dyke, 24 years of age, leading her crew, bow ball to bow ball. We couldn't want for a better contest, a better race for this final contest in the 2017 World Rowing Championships. There's the Canadian coxswain, they're in it too. What a race, Sarah.
Look at this race compressing. The field is coming together. The Kiwis, they're chewing up that lead that the Romanians had early on, but here comes Canada in lane 4.
The Canadians so decisively pleased to beat America to qualify for this in the repechage event. They got one over their big rivals, but look at the two women of the New Zealand day. Ruby Chu, 23 years of age. She was laying down some power there.
Well, what a climax we're getting for these 2017 World Rowing Championships here with this toe-to-toe battle going on. All 6 boats in this women's 8 are still in the hunt for the medals, maybe even for the gold medal.
This is one of the closest women's 8s finals I think that I've ever seen. This is absolutely incredible. All of the crews coming together now, and it looks like in 6th place it might be the United States of America. They haven't been in this position for ever.
But I'm thinking about the Romanian crew. They went out early. We thought they were coming back into the field, but I think they've been really brave and tried to step on again, and now just heading the field as everyone else is looking to step it up.
So the US Cox is shouting, screaming. Kathleen Garigian, she's an Olympic champion in this event. She's saying, come on, girls. Come on, ladies, you can do this. As we ride with the Canadians, they have been brave. They have been buoyed by their successes here. They are coming back into bronze medal position. Just meters off a gold medal position. Romania, how have they hung on to that lead? I don't understand how they've hung on to it. They've been under such pressure. They're even edging out now.
Wow, Romania are moving in this last quarter. They had a fast start. They've got a fast finish. There's obviously a bit of power on board there because the Kiwis are now under pressure from the Canadians. The Kiwis sitting in silver, but here comes Canada.
It's a strong move from Canada and an amazing move, like you said, Martin, from the Romanians to pull back out again on those New Zealanders who came back at them as we're into the last 250 metres, probably 30 strokes left. Still anything can happen here between the New Zealanders and the Canadians beside them.
Sam Bosworth, the Kiwi, Mel Cox screaming for life because the Canadians are past them. Will the Kiwis let them go into the lead? No, they won't. It's babble to babble, but Romania in the foreground, they're out in front.
The New Zealanders gone up to 44 strokes a minute. They're not going to let the Canadians have it easily through them.
Stroke for stroke as we come down to the line. It's Canada, it's New Zealand, Romania. What a move to get themselves into the gold medal position by just a canvas, and Canada are ahead.
There's still hardly anything to call. Canada possibly just ahead as they come past our position. Romania look like they're going to hang on for the gold. It's neck and neck for the silver, and it is Canada who just hang on to it ahead of New Zealand, US, Great Britain and the Netherlands. What an incredible race.
Yeah, she raises her hand. Joanna Brincignal, 23 years of age in the bow seat. Well, they're all raising their hands now. Punch of the water from the 7-woman. Adelina Bogus, she was in the 2012 Olympics, a veteran of the crew. Canadians, though, took an incredible silver medal.
What focus and determination, really, from that Romanian 8 to just take that lead and then to come back towards the end. And then they didn't know whether they'd won, I don't think. They had to cross the line, take a minute, and then realise, yep, they've done it.
Clinical. The last race of Magical Championships, the 2017 World Rowing Championships, is over. And it is Romania who has taken their 2nd gold medal of the championships. We've got more action for you. Let's look at the replay. One of the finest women's 8s races ever. There's the Americans off the start. A lot of pressure on them to deliver. Olympic champions in that boat. A lot of them have stopped this year, so they just had to rely on a couple of them to come back. Wasn't to be, though. Kathleen Garigian, the Cox there with a distinctive plait. Sponsored by Tiriac Auto. Rowing such a big sport in Romania.
And you can just see the little straws on the side of the boats there in the Romanian boat. That helps the rowers to find their length, to make sure they come out to just brush the oar against that straw. So we see the British crew who are brave, but maybe just too brave today and weren't able to keep in that final showdown for the medals.
I thought that was a fantastic first part of the race from the British. There's the shot of the camera crews bring you from World Rowing Productions, the German team that mastermind this production. Some fantastic pictures there. And you see the support, the delight of Kit Kirsten, the Canadian Cox. Well, the excitement still echoes around this lake. Disappointment too for the American supporters. Confirmation of that result, Romania